Now that I've shown you how to drag and drop audio files and actually get some sound going through your track, I want to talk about what this is very quickly. Now, these are known as tracks, and any sound you put, any audio file you put over here will be going through it. The signal of those audio files will flow through this track over here. Now this gives you essentially a few controls for the audio files you've placed over here. Through this, you can mute or unmute a track, which means if we had multiple sounds here, I could mute one so that we're not hearing specifically this anymore. So now if I play through this, we're not going to hear the kick sound anymore because I've muted it. You can also solo the track. This means that if we had multiple different sounds playing at the same time, by soloing one of them, it essentially mutes the rest of them. You can record arm a track. This is something we'll talk about in a later session in more detail, so don't worry about it for now. You can also change the volume of a track, which means if I'm playing this kick again, I can make it louder or quieter. You can also change the panning, which means I could send the kick through the left side of the stereo field. So if you're wearing headphones or you're listening through stereo speakers, if I move it to the left, you'll only hear it through the left side of the stereo field. To the right, through the right side of the stereo field, through your right side, right headphone. Okay? Double clicking will reset both of these values. These are something to do something called send returns. Again, something a little bit too advanced for this stage. We'll talk about it again in a later video for sure. Now, I just want to explain that audio tracks, which these three are, you can do a couple different things with them. You can place individual audio samples, such as these, directly into them, and it will play them back. You could also place entire songs, because normal music is an audio file, and that's what the format of these individual sounds are as well. So, for example, this here, Hypnos the Trip, is one of my own personal tracks, and you'll see that it says .wav. Now, .mp3 is essentially the same thing as .wav. It's just a slightly lower quality. Therefore, it takes the same amount. It takes less space in your hard drive to be stored. That's why most music files, you may have heard of them as MP3s. But WAV is also an audio file. So is MP3. So is AIF, and you've got many other audio file formats as well. This means that I could actually take this and drop it into an audio track in Ableton, and I'll be able to play back through my whole track, just like I could play back that individual kick sample. Like so. Okay. Now, of course, each one of these to the right is related or associated to the audio placed directly to the left of it. So, for example, the kick audio I've placed here won't be affected by these two tracks whatsoever, only by this one over here.